Alrighty then, welcome back everybody, welcome back to the drawing. Today I put it a little bit later than normal, mainly because it's absolutely hot outside. It's around fucking 30 degrees, so it's great, not gonna lie. I would have liked a little bit less of a heat wave, but yeah. So today I actually wanted to work on getting the last bits here and there up and running for this one and hopefully get it done by, I will show you this and this one we're gonna need. So we're gonna use aloe fruit, we're gonna be using aloe, and we're gonna be using peaches, well, slice of peach at least, and then see if we can get that drawn out. No further ado, let's get started. I noticed something that I actually wanted to change up, which is this bit. Yep. Oh, really, you're gonna do it like that? Alright, hold up. I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of that. And I want to get rid of those things. Mainly because I don't like them. I prefer them not to be around. Mainly because they don't look good enough for the drawing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, like that. There we go. And now we should get to where I want to be with this. So we have that, and now we're going to be adding in a peach, which is what I was planning to do. Mainly because I do want to add a peach to it, because it actually does make things a lot more easier. And it also looks better. So we're going to pick up this one right here, and we're going to paste it right now again. So, and then we're going to move it. Gonna move it. We need to move this downwards. Then we need to also make sure that this move is moved horizontally first. All right. Then we need to move it like this, I think. Like so. Right. Or do we want to make... Do we want this to be actually on top of it? I think like this would actually be good, right? Let's see. We could get it like that. I think that is actually a possibility. So let's put this into a group. And let's start drawing over it. So what we're going to be aiming now is technically the ability to create this bit. The big knot in the middle, and then get ourselves to where we want to be. So we need to draw, technically we need to draw this like so. But the idea is that we actually want to, technically I wanted to push this a little bit more further, but I doubt it will let me do that. Alright. So the idea here is that I will go for an appearance, so and then of course after that there is the nut is in the top center. All right, in the top center. Got it. So it's right here. Is that possible? Is that not possible? Yes, it is. It's quite good. All right, so now we have that. Now we're gonna make sure that we have it on the non-white version, but let's go. Well, the color white is not very good for drawing, at least. It is good for drawing if you gonna go for a black and white picture, but if you're not going for black and white, well, be ready to just be disappointed. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do I really need to zoom this in because of the amount of problems? The tablet is not very responsive today. Mainly because it is very hot and, well, you know, my hand is absolutely sweating like an ox already, so that's great. Making these things are quite hard to do. Yeah, there we go. Now we have done that. Now we can actually add in the color. So let's do that. So we're gonna get first. We're gonna get that. The color of the peach inside is different than the peach outside. So we're gonna make sure that we do that proper then. Is it then worth it to add like this? Is it worth it? No, it's not. It's not worth to do that. So we're gonna be just working on ourselves with this. This is gonna be a very orange thing, that is for sure. I think around this color would actually be working pretty well here. Right? It is like that orange, right? It's not more orange like that. It's orange and yellow inside, so it's technically a more brightened yellow. More brightened. Alright. We'll fix that. Just give me a second. Now we're gonna go back here, and we're gonna be adding in the brighter yellow. So the brighter yellow is this one, I believe. No, we need a little bit more. Isn't that kind of yellow? It is. All right. Cool. So this is what we're dealing with. Let's see if we can get that down a little bit more. Now we have that. Now we're gonna add in the color for the slice. So now we're gonna add in a light color to compensate with this bit right there. Oh, that doesn't look nice. All right, so okay, how the hell do I do this? Because we clearly need to have that thing, yeah. All right, hold up. Do we need to do this instead? Like that? Hold up. So how about that? No. Nah. That's better. Okay. How to do this? How to do this? Probably on a transparency mask and then just draw over it. Well, I don't want to go for that. I want to go for this. And I want to go for 50, I think. Alright, now let's see if I can do this and see if that works. No. Dang it. Alright. How the hell do I do this then? We want to add that nice little spark to it, so do I then need to add a little bit more of a layer to it? Do I need to then add like a soft layer to it? Come on. So do I need to add a soft layer to it like here? Or do I need to add a line work here? Is that more worth it? It does make things a lot more better to look at. But then I need to make sure that I have that color still there. So let's do that first. All right, then after that I need to add in also here, I need to add something. Yep. And then after that, I need to then also add in a lighter color. And now we need to get that nut up and running. Right, then after that, we now need to get ourselves that stick back in there. Of course, this stick needs to be this stick needs to be different and different position than the other one. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do it properly. Then we're going to make sure that we have that again. There we go. And we're going to be making sure we have that. All right, and then after that, we're going to go here to deal with that, with that reward. Now we actually have something to work with. Now let's see if I can get that last bit done. Which is then the aloe fruit. Alright. Blech. Blech. It is so goddamn hot. Alright, aloe fruit. How the hell do you look like and what can I use to implement it? Alright, so I can technically do it like that. So that is actually a thing I can do. Alright, sure. I'll do that. So technically we can then actually implement something like this. Yes, like that. All right, cool. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. And then here we're going to be also going for that. But this one needs to be then on top. But first this one. So we can technically move this then above the apple and that one. So now we have only those two above it. Let's erase them and then get ourselves the drawing itself fully done. All right. Now we have the main idea done. With aloe fruit, we need to make sure that we have hooks, right? Yeah, we need to have hooks on the thing to create the aloe fruit itself. So let's see if I can get that done. So let's go first here. right. Right. Yeah. Wait. It's only on the sideline? Yeah, it's only on the sideline actually. Technically it's only on the sideline, but let's keep it this way anyway. I like spiky food. Alright, and then we're gonna make another one. So now we're gonna make it here as well happening. Nice. Okay, now we have done that. Now we can actually add in the color for this. The color for this is technically light yellow, right? Yeah, green, light green, light green, light green. So this one. Hmm. I see. All right, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. This needs to be blue. Underneath this, underneath that, and underneath that. Because otherwise you're not going to be cutting it off properly. That means that there is now... This one has an issue in the color department on the bottom side. And there we go. All right. Nice. All right, now we can actually go back to the coloring part. Let's see. I need to have that one. I need to add then. Where is it? Yes. This one I need to add then a transparency loop to it as well. All right, then we're gonna go here. Oh, come on, gimme. All right, and now we need to figure out how well the color, what kind of colors we're gonna be using here for this, because we need to make sure that this is not bland. So let's first get the blend color in there, because, well, we're clearly going to be using it anyway, so why not? Let's go here and let's go here, fixing that bit up. All right, now we need to make sure that we have a nice little baseline color for this. Let's see. All right. Now that we've done that, we now can actually move to the next bit, which is then the necessary approach for this, right? Because let's see, we need to go for oh, it's okay. It's gonna be that kind of work. Oh, great. All right. Now we need to figure out how to do the rest of this. Because this is the baseline that we're working on, which is painful, but it is the baseline. All right. Now that we've done that, we now need to get ourselves towards the location we need for this. Now we need to get this one, and now we need to make sure that we have like a good old-fashioned effect on it. So that's the way to do it. Then we want that to be happening, right? All right. And now we need to get ourselves the last bit, which is then the light source, which something like that. Yes, but and then after that, we should have what we need, right? Because now we have that, which is now fully working. All right. Now that we've done that, we can now move to the next bit. We have now the apples under the greens, so that's good. Do I want to now do the work on this, or should I take a break? Well, it is fucking hot already, so it's very annoying to work. Yeah, we'll leave it here for now. Tomorrow I will get the juice up and running on this one as well, mainly because I actually wanted to create that banana juice, that banana smoothie effect. So I'm probably gonna be going for like a rainfall approach, and then afterwards, we're gonna be adding in the template for the word. Oh, hey, Grub. How you doing? Uh, well, fine then. Then I will just continue, I guess. It's 31 degrees outside, by the way, if you didn't know. Here it is extremely hot. But the main problem is not the hotness. The hot is not the problem. It's the goddamn humanity. Oh, humanity. The water levels in the sky are way too high. It's almost 50%, so it's very exhausting to just exhale and inhale because it's so fucking the moist is so hot. It's very, very, very annoying. It didn't help that there was no shading today at all, so that is always great. So as you can see, I am working on this big thing that is the cactus itself. Just let me do. Yeah, it's fruit. It's all fruit. It's a smoothie menu for the visual novel. So it's gonna be put in. Hold on, I will first save because I do this because otherwise things will go absolutely haywire, which is not my liking. Let's go to save it as well as the other version. So we're gonna go to Smooshies and we're gonna type in 1 just in case if things go bad. I once had a corruption in a file and I had to redo the entire work, and I'm not gonna be doing that twice. So we saved it now twice, good, and now I can actually go to this one and then start up this one. Let's go. Just give it like 5 minutes. Nah, just kidding. It's probably gonna be done in like a minute or two. There you go. Come on, move it. There you go. Instantly move. Easy. Tyrannobola. There you go. The story of awesomeness. As you can see, it's just a scene, but what I need for this one to have for this one to work, I need a second scene. And then I need to get the menu card, which is a replacement just yet. So that is gonna be here, if I'm correct. Yeah, so let's just load it up from here, preview from here, and then There you go. So, eh. So let's see if we can find where it is. Yeah, there it is. That's the menu card. So, here's gonna be the menu card presented. I want to, because I now switched, I changed up the image for itself. I can then make the menu card a little bit more bigger, and then you have like multiple options that are gonna be appearing then afterwards, which you then can select, which gives them different dialogue. That's the main basic what I'm gonna be aiming for at least. So yeah, as you can see, this is the old presidential poster for voting for a badger because it's great. But yeah, um, right now I'm working on the smushies. What I'm gonna be aiming to do here is that we have different kind of flavors. We have ocean green. We have eight tropical, back to basic, and of course it's gonna be a hot mash. And of course, here is going to be then the icon, or, the logo of the company that is providing it. So, which is going to be the main smushy bar, which is, where is it? Here. It's an absolute terrible view. If you can see, it's not great. Can I preview it? No? No, I cannot preview it. All right, well, hold up. I'll just preview it from here then. Behold, this was the test image that I made. A big giant smoothie bar. It's not great, but, you know, that will be changed up, don't worry about it. But yeah, I was aiming to create fruit in my own style. To create, well, I already created multiple things in my own style, but I wanted to perfect it with this one and this menu, which is then of course representing all the fruits that are, all the stuff that is used inside of the fruit itself. Like for instance, the back to basic has uh, honey melon. We hit in like it's a mild compared to last week. We hit around the 100 Celsius degrees, but oh, corruption is bad. Yeah, yeah, it is fucking bad. You want to know which one it was, by the way? I still remember it, like it was the day before yesterday. I had it all done. I had every single last minute of it done. But I remember back in the day, 1 year ago, yeah, 1 year ago, back in the day, there is a reason why this is called the thumbnails of pain. Mainly because of this piece of shit. This piece of shit right here. This piece of shit cost me almost a whole month of progress being lost. Oh, thank you. I really, really am working on getting in. I'm really working on getting it into my style. The main issue is that I need to, because if I could draw it in a realistic way, don't get me wrong, I could draw it in a realistic way, but then it would not fit well with the style that I'm working on. Because if you look at the visual novel, for instance, I did already improve upon it. So I have here, for instance, the old Mina picture, which is this one right here. And I technically already improved upon it. Fucking Larry. Gotta love it. Gotta love Larry. So, as you can see, these are the old pictures that I use for this style. And I'm already working on getting it more improved and getting it more into the better style of it. So here you have a far more better and cleaner style, which I'm going to be using. Of course, this is not the right size of it, but it is indeed one of the better, it is a very good style to work with. And by improving the style, I also need to improve the work, because technically that one is in the old style. So I had to redraw a lot of things, and I had to redesign a lot of things to get it towards the point. Because if you look at a picture, for instance, and you have two different styles into one place, it doesn't work pretty well. Oh, but yeah, the corruption, caused me to lose the entire thumbnail. This one right here. So I had to redraw the background, redraw the image itself from scratch. Well, not from scratch. I had still had a screenshot, or I had still had a PNG vision of this bit and those two things. But I had to redesign a lot of things, and I had to redraw a lot of things, especially the globe, which was like, damn it! I had such a good globe, and then it was immediately I had to redraw it again. But yeah, this was inspired from Street Fighter. Yeah, Larry. Indeed, Larry is in there. And indeed, I think I also did actually some more Larry work as well. I think the last one that I did, if you probably you have not seen me doing it, but I'll show it to you. I have been working on my contests with Pixiv. Of course, it's a little bit of a delayed contest because, well, it's Japan, so it has like a delayed notification system, which is quite annoying if you want to do it properly. But yeah, so we have like the drawing contest, which is this one, but this one was actually the one that I did. So this one, for instance, I finished this spring. So this one was also a competition where you had to do a memory, but you had to compile it all into one. Well, I did it all compile it into one because I didn't want to write an entire fucking comic. The idea was you need to write a comic in 2 whole weeks, and I'm like, I am not that fast. So I did it the other way around. I just drew a comic in one entire page. So that's always great. You're making something really cool, and I know it. Yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. So now the only problem is that I don't know what kind of mascot I want to go for Smoothies. So that is going to be in here. It's going to be like an emblem, or it's going to be... Well, I could actually go for an emblem. I could go like in the route of the old Drawfest 4, where I actually did the realistic style of approach of a garlic. So this is the realistic style of the approach of a garlic, with of course an emblem in the semi-workable style. So as you can see, this is from 3 years ago, and you can already see an improvement upon the line work, upon the coloring compositions, and how it turns out to be. And that is indeed already a thing that I want to aim for. So what we're going to be now aiming for is, for instance, that I want to create that good old-fashioned juice. I said I want to create a rain season kind of approach, so we're going to do that. I need to go for 5 of them, correct. So I want to create a summer season. So I want to create a drip right there, and then over there, and then over there. So that is what I want. Like this, yes, because that is how it works. And then of course we're gonna add some drips on top of it. Come on. Ooh, yes, like that, right? All right, so now we have that. Now we need to get this underneath this so that we have it fully in one place. Then we need to make sure that it's in a group. Then we need to make sure that this one is inside of the group, because this is technically inside of that group. So we're going to go for that one. So now if we... Yeah, now it's actually in one group, right? Yeah, now that's one group. Good. Now we're going to making that into one bit. And now the question is, what kind of color do I want to go? I actually wanted to aim for something more in the approach of the same kind of feeling, but I need to first create a background. Mainly because I need to know what kind of color I want to use, and to create that color I need to technically have the right background for that color so that it actually works well with it. If I don't do that, then, well, the entire image is going to be ruined. So if I, for instance, go for purple, or blue, whatever it's gonna be. If I go for blue, for instance, I have this blue. Well, it's great. It's just blue. It's nothing really wrong with blue, but the whole point of this blue... Oh, for fuck's sake, why are you not inside of that group? Why are you not inside of that group? Come on, get back in there or be destroyed. There you go. Stupid group. It didn't want to go with the group. So, as you can see, you can go for blue. I need to remove this one. Yep. And then I need to remove on this one. I need to remove that one, right? Yeah. The whole point of the blue is actually also to highlight any mistakes that I did within the coloring part. So you can see there are some issues. One of the issues is inside of the banana, so let's fix that up. Here is one bit, so we're going to be just casually removing that bit. 8 is good enough, I think. Yeah, 8 is good enough. And you can see there are some things here and there that are still presented, which needs to be erased. Or at least, you know, put on disable, otherwise it ain't gonna work. So there you go, that's one bit of the banana, and that's 2 bits of the banana. Now those things are now fully workable. Now we need to make sure that we have that aloe fruit, yeah, the aloe fruit there. And then we're gonna go to the, I believe it's non-highlighted, right? Yeah, it's non-highlighted, good. That saves me so much time. That saves me like a bazillion amount of time. And that one is not on the same layer. Dang it. I always get so close with always finishing these things correctly, and then this is always one of the things that I always like to do. That one, and then that one is gonna be on the main layer, right? Yep. Alright, now we have the main thing done. Now we need to create this kind of feeling like blue. Well, oh, Jesus. This is bad. My nose. Yeah. My nose is not very happy with this environment. It's getting very itchy. Alright, so I want to create something that actually looks cool. So, group, gimme. So we have green and orange with yellow combined. So now that we have those colors, I'm just going to be making sure that I have the right color composition here for this. So colors going well with yellow and green. All right. So what kind of colors do go well with yellow and green? Gray, black, and gold. Well, those colors are not very useful when you try to make something like line art work. God damn it. That's not useful. All right, let's see what kind of thing is this. This is Hunker's home improvement. Well, I think this is gonna be good. So we can go for sage warm green. All right. I was not planning to go for green navy blue. Huh. Navy blue. Well, it might actually work. Let's just get this out of the way. Let's just get this then to navy blue. So navy blue is this one, I believe. Yeah, let's go for navy blue. I think that actually would work. So we have a navy blue, and that is navy blue, right? Navy blue, yeah, navy blue. So we have a navy blue, but you can already see that the main issue with the navy blue is that there is, like, you know, not a lot of patterns in it or anything like that, which kind of beats the purpose of it all. And, you know, you want to create a nice looking smoothie kind of approach. You don't want to use dark colors on it, but you still want to use colors that are actually, you know, pleasing to the eye. So you don't want to overflow it, but you want to create this. So we have now this navy blue. We're going to be implementing this blue, and we're going to make it a tiny bit more, well, you know, pleasing to look at. So a little more lighter on the end. Then we're going to make it even more lighter on the end. So we're going to go for navy blue right there. Or, well, light blue right now. and we're gonna make that implement there. So now we have like a nice little feeling towards it. And then we're gonna go here with more of a bluish approach. Now we have something to work with. So we have something to give the environment a nice little feeling towards it, and it does create a nice, good, juicy feeling towards it. So now that we have that, we now need to make this aloe fruit quite good looking. So I'm thinking about going for this. Come on, this. No. This? Do we want to go for that? But that is so aggressive. That's a very aggressive color for that. It's a very blatant. Well, it's heavily serrated. That's the word I'm looking for. But it should work, I believe. So if we go for this kind of color, does that highlight keep that? Does that keep the highlight on the apples? Yes, it does. But oh well, on the bananas, yes, it does. But what if we now aim for more of an approach on this kind of color? No, this kind of color. Yes. And then we're gonna highlight the color itself. So we have a nice little smoothie with a good old-fashioned watery kind of feeling towards it. So I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna implement the old rule of how to draw water. So I'm going to be using the old rule here. So normally when I'm drawing like a sweat drop, I create a kind of like a feeling towards it. So I'm creating like a nice little look like this, and then go a little bit more like that. There we go. And then afterwards, we can actually implement it like this. Easy. And there you go, sweat drop. Cool to talk to you again, Johan, but it's time for me to head back to work. See you around, buddy. All right, see you, Carl. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy your work for today. I'm gonna be enjoying my work at least, for sure. It is actually one of the most interesting things to do. Although it does require a lot of head-brain function, which is not always ideal. Especially with this hot environment, I have sometimes days and I'm like, I really don't want to work today. Mainly because it is so goddamn hot. And, well, I don't have cooling. I don't have AC for it. But on the bright side, I'm currently searching. Well, not searching. I'm actually working on getting myself a new diploma license. License is the word for it, right? Yeah, license. So I'm working on currently getting myself a new license. It's not like a it's not like a working license, but I'm doing my research on getting myself a that's not the word for it, right? How do you call it? I'm just gonna be looking it up. I don't have a dictionary, so I'm gonna go for Google Translate. Google Translate, please tell me. Not Russia, please. Thank you. Danish? Danish? No. Oh my god. Yep. I know. Fucking hell. Jesus. My head is absolutely refusing to work today. But yeah, that happens. So, cursus.
Cursus.
No. Cursus? Cursus?
Chorus.
No. Een cursus. Cursus, yes, I misspelled it like an idiot. Cursus.
Course.
Yes, of course. There you go. I'm working on towards getting myself a course to get myself into where I want to be with it. The only downside, of course, with this course is that it's gonna be taking a while to get it fully working. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting myself a course into learning a different language. So I'm gonna be working on myself and getting Japanese as stated before because that's what I'm aiming for. I'm planning to do that in like uh around no, come on. Come on, don't be such hold up. This tool doesn't like it when I'm doing things apparently. There you go. And now don't ruin this. Alright. Now we're gonna go aiming for this. And now. There we go. And then of course we're gonna aim this one. And we're gonna aim that right there. And we're gonna make that a little more less aggressive. Because holy shit. That's a lot of light color, which I don't need. Alright. There we go. So yeah, a course is I'm gonna be aiming for mainly because I want to get the Japanese language under control, which is quite cool. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Now we need to make sure that we have the deselection tool off. Now we need to add this one here, and now we're gonna add in that light color to create. Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Why? Alright, hold up. Because I'm using the same color as the fucking lighting, isn't it? Now we have done that. Now what we need to do... let's see. Now we need to do that. We have that done. We have that done. We have that done. What needs to be done then still? Right. Because of how this looks, it does look nice, but there is some things that I need to do here as well. I need to add something to it that actually works. So either, you know, a banana in the water. That won't work. But I might be able to do this one. I might be able to pull this one off. Hold up. So let's do that and hopefully get to where I want to be with this. So let's go first for this. And then of course add in the light color, and that should give us the nice looking. And now we actually have peaches. Easy. Of course the peaches are not great because I actually absolutely failed to do the coloring right. Jesus. Why am I so bad at this? All right. And then we're gonna add in the lighter effect. And there we go. Okay. Woo! We got what we need. Thank fucking God. Now that we've done that, I'm gonna be calling it absolutely a day. I'm sweating here fully because of the stupid fucking heat. Tomorrow I hope that it's gonna be less. I doubt it, but let's hope so. And then we're gonna be finishing this bastard off, and then we need to figure out how to do the background color, which is gonna be a very interesting take. I'm thinking I'm gonna be going for the same thing as I did with the how do you say that? I'm thinking I'm gonna go for the cool looking things like the. I will show you. I will just show you. It's way so fucking easier to explain this. So I did some experimentation back in the day when 3 years ago. It's not great. Don't get me wrong. It's not great. It's not good, but it did give me a little bit of an idea of how I want to do this. So here we have things that I experimented with by doing dark colors on white layering. All right. You can see that the line style is not that great, but that doesn't matter. So we technically could do is use a darker background to highlight the symbols, but in such a way that it still looks like paper. That is the most important part of this, because by doing that, it will be pleasing to look at, it will be pleasing to read at, and it will be pleasing to keep looking at, which is very important when you're doing the things that you need to do for it. All right, it's the Story of Awesomeness, it's chapter 1, and then it's the Smooshies. There you go. All right, save. Good. No, I said save it, you dumb idiot. Save as chapter 1, Smooshies, save. Yes. Now if I load it up, it should be loading up the same file as it was before. Right? Yes. Alright, good. It's now fully saved properly. And I almost burned my hand. Great. And this is why I actually cannot do more than 1 hour now. Because the heat is absolutely causing me to have a very annoying. I could technically burn my hand if I do drawings too long now because of all the heat taking away the moist inside, or well, causing my skin to dry quite quickly, and that can and that with a lot of friction doesn't end well with my hands. So yeah, I do need to make sure that I keep that in mind every single time in summertime, like I did before. It does mean that the progress is gonna be a little bit slower than normal, because I cannot work on fucking 12 o'clock or something like that. Nope. Needs to be around almost at nighttime. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed for now, and thanks all for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Next time... Why is that missing? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright. Wait, what did move? What the hell did move? Uh-huh. Where is this? Yeah. Fucking hell. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. I don't like that at all. Alright, so tomorrow I will be continuing working on this. We're gonna then focus on the background part in this general direction and hopefully get something nice to look at. I'm thinking about something like the same as this one, but then more of a nice peach approach. So maybe like I could go for a beach approach if I want to with this one as well. But yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it for now, and thanks for watching. I hope we'll see you next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye!